Hello, hello, hello. Welcome again to the Magic and Miracles with Kathi platform. I'm your host, Kathi, and I'm so glad you're here. I look forward to reminding you. All of these things have come into my thoughts. I've been feeling my way through what I'm supposed to discuss with you, and it's so exciting because on one hand it feels a little basic, feels a little like, oh brother, we heard this 10 years ago, right? I'm going to keep reminding because we're rewiring, we're reviewing, we're re-choosing every single day. And as much as I can stay front and center, I've had people say, whenever I'm doing something, I hear your voice. I hear you saying, do this, think like this, scratch that, don't do. So it's like dial a nag, but it's okay. It's okay. We're all in this to help each other. And this is a huge piece. Today, we're going to talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart. Let me just say, some of this I've been experiencing recently. Some things, it's been a while, but the memory of it, and as spirit brings it to my mind, I can revisit how I responded. Okay. So for example, one reminder is be careful who you share your goals with. When you're visualizing and you're feeling your way through, and before you go to bed at night and you picture exactly how you want to feel in your relationships, how you want to feel with events that are happening, right? And we're doing this wide awake dream, right? As we add emotion to these dreams, when our eyes are open and we're awake, it adds fuel to the flame. It draws the attention, it draws it to us. So I'm gonna encourage you, unless it's really a big prompting, then in that case, it's part of your journey and it's important for you. It's a lesson for you to learn. I would hesitate to talk about what you're visualizing. When you open yourself up to other people, you get their help. They want to help you. Don't be so far out. I can remember people telling me, I live in the real world. Like, you've got it. We're here in a human body and you've got to be real. No one's going to understand you, Kathi, when you keep talking in the clouds. We're part of the real world, right? I'm going to address that right now because just like everything, those of you that are in a part of this container and those of you that are listening in the groups I'm in other areas where this is like an echo, this is like a echo chamber because you can hear it reverberating over and over and over and over. Everything that we have been taught is absolutely backwards. It's absolutely inside out. It's if we were taught that it was right and it was factual, you can believe it's exactly the opposite. And those of you that haven't experienced that yet, it's okay. It's coming. You will. And because it's not just me. This is like a collective understanding. And now I can kind of laugh about it now, but boy, I had many, many experiences of the dark night of the soul where realizing that and not being 20, having all these years to flash back on all my trainings and all my beliefs and all, right? And be able to choose again because they were false. That was huge, actually. So I don't want to just glibly say that comment and then move on. So, but with that understanding, people that think The masses, the 98 to 99% of the world that think just getting up in the morning, brush our teeth, take a shower, do the normal, go to work, come home, marry this type of a person, do this type of thing, do what your mom did, do what your grandmother, right? All the passed down expected cultural choices, that's the real world. And I want to invite you. It's exactly the opposite. It's exactly the opposite. Everything that we are experiencing in this dimension, in this lifetime, has already taken place in our subconscious, in our, not our awareness, in the spiritual dimension, and it finally comes through our physical body, our physical understanding. That's the last layer. So this is why it takes being reminded and hearing it over and over. Dream. This is where the dreamers hang out. This is our dreamer lounge. This is where we dream. How do we want to feel? How do we want to live? How much money do we want to have so we can have greater impact? How do we want to help the most people? Right? We leave the how, we leave the why, we leave the when. All of those questions we leave out because that's not our business. That's not our job. Our job is to dream it. Our job is to fulfill what we're here to do. And we're here with our light to shine a light in the dark, dense world that is so brainwashed into thinking they're the real world. All right. Okay. So that's the first reminder. Be careful who you share your dreams with. Not everyone is going to be your best friend. They may think they are, and everyone's doing the best they can. This isn't I'm not trying to slam anyone. I'm looking out for those of you in this container. It's not fun. It's not fun to have people say, yeah. And especially when you're new, especially when this is a new thought, like, oh, wow, I didn't know I was a sovereign divine being. I didn't know I've got fractals of God in me and I have power that came straight from God, not any ulterior dark force. I have God's power in me to produce and to affect everything that the Holy Spirit wants to bring through this world, right? Those concepts that are so new to us. And then we're so naive and we're so excited and we share with our friends or our family, that this is what I'm doing. And I'm picturing this and this. And then to have them say, yeah, how's that working for you? I live in the real world. I have a regular job. Never mind, I only make $10 an hour, or, $15 an hour, whatever. I'm making this up. But the point is, it's like they don't share your level of passion and excitement to try because their spirit didn't get the ping, didn't get the prompting, didn't get, like, they don't have the end of a magnet that you do, that's calling you, that's pulling you, that's attracting when you're drawn to different YouTube channels just at the right time. And somebody at the other end, on the host of that, whatever you're listening to, comes on and says, if you've heard this video, if you've come into this at this point, this message is for you. You've drawn this to yourself. Have you guys heard that? I hear it all the time because it's true. It's true for me. When I listen to people that are brand new, I've never even seen them before, and all of a sudden I have my YouTube settings set where it just automatically starts playing, right? Because I like it like that. That gives spirit like an open end. Like, okay, bring it. I'm open. I want to receive. I'm not closed off. I want to be pliable and open to new thoughts, new ideas. Anyway, so when new people come on, and I'll be multitasking, I have my YouTube just going because usually I have my favorites, I have my people I've subscribed to, right? And when they come on and they say things like that, it's like, that's so true. It's so true. So anyway, I'm just going to remind you, guard your mouth. Share with those that you know resonate and are on the same wavelength with you. That's why building the community in this container, and this is brand new. If I have 3 people subscribed to this channel at this moment, I haven't even looked just lately, but this is new, and I don't expect a windfall of people. I don't run ads. I'm not doing anything that's not organic, word of mouth, autoplay, just like I do. Sometimes people will show up on I'm listening, I'm maybe cleaning my house or something, and I have somebody come in and they start talking bozo stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's not for me. And I'll find my phone and stop it, So sometimes it will show as a play, but I didn't mean to really be playing their video. Right? You're with me? Anyway, so enough of that. Just be careful who you share your dreams with. Share with like-minded people. Share, and there's, I have to remind you of this. We are not the majority. If you have expectations that the bulk of people are going to understand how you think and feel and speak, it's okay. Then it's part of your learning. It's part of my learning. We're all here to learn and experience. And in my experience, and what I'm supposed to be sharing with you is just be careful. Guard your vision. It's okay if, that's part of seeing your friends, full disclosure of how people really feel. When you start sharing dreams and a spiritual passion that's been placed in your soul, that's gonna trigger many, many, many people. And that can be how it's used, right? So if you forget and you do mention something, that can happen. So, and I'm here, we're here. You can mention in the comments if it happens to you, blow it off, bless them, thank you, and moving right along. Don't be sideswiped. Who you are means nothing. No opinions of other people, no judgments, good or bad. It doesn't I don't take any reflection on me at all when people say, Kathi, I love hearing you talk. Every day when I hear your voice, it just calms me. And I know you're so sure and you're so confident. And I just love, right? I don't fill up with pride and oh yeah, I'm just all that. Oh yeah, of course, you've got me. No, because it's not about me either way. It's not about me if you think I'm wonderful, and it's not about me if you think I've lost my last marble, right? If you think I've got more diagnoses after my name than I do certifications and whatever and labels. I don't care. I don't care because I know who is speaking into my soul. I know where my ideas, I know when I can feel it's the time to say certain things, I say them. So there's that. Moving right along. I've been asked, how do you make so much money? What's the secret to this manifesting money? Do you set a goal? Do you visualize a certain amount? Because I really want to quit my job and I really want to make X amount of dollars, right? And I feel very strongly I'm supposed to address that. First of all, the spirit dimension doesn't deal in time or amounts or dollars, right? It deals in feelings. It deals in emotions. It deals. So if you feel abundant, how much money is abundant to you? Everybody's different. Some people, you could bring in, $1 million in a week, and that's just par. Like, that's just expected. That's not abundant to some people, right? It's all relative. Other people, they're overdrawn from week to week, and they get just barely a deposit that just covers what they overdrew. And that's like, whew, there, thank you. I'm abundant now. Right? Then just barely over the negative mark. So I want to encourage you to manifest quickly, to bring through abundance and that feeling of having it all. Like the floodgates are wide open. We can't see them on this dimension yet. Yet. I'm encouraging that word again. Remember, yet. Focus on how you want to feel. Focus on what that money will do for you. How will you use money? Any amount. We can talk millions. We can talk hundreds of thousands a day. It doesn't matter. You can have an image in your mind of how much it takes for you to feel a certain way, to have the impact with people. I have dealt with hundreds and hundreds of people planning humanitarian projects, imagining a landslide, a windfall of wealth being passed on to you. Just picture a huge amount of money coming to you. How will you serve? And this was like a hands-on, practical, showing spirit. I'm not playing around here. This isn't just a pie in the sky pipe dream. This is a wide awake, planned, strategizing, exciting plan. And this is what I want to do. These are the people I want to help. This is how much it's going to take to accomplish this, right? I'm telling you, many times a day, my tears would just be flowing down my face, helping them put together these projects that would make some people's hair curl. Like, who in the world do they think they are? How do they think they could ever, right? All the naysayers, all the people that just poo those ideas, doesn't matter. It is, and I'm getting chills just talking about this. This is where the seeds are planted. This is how we water those seeds of greatness and the seeds of ideas and inspiration that Spirit has put there to come through us for a huge reason. That's why we're here. That's our real world. That is our real world that we're not waiting for anyone to bring through. Are you with me? We don't have to wait till we see it on Forex. We don't have to wait to get any kind of a heads up that our investments have taken a certain upturn. None of that. We don't have to wait at all. We are laying foundational groundwork in our thoughts, in our mind, planning, strategizing. The Spirit has placed different people, different scenarios of help, all the way from improving other countries' water, all the way to helping our homeless, our veterans, right? There are so many areas that we can help. And it's not for me to plant those seeds with you. Spirit's already done it. You've already got it inside. If you get quiet And I'm going to close this episode, because as we plan, as we get quiet and we set our intention, my intention is to be just an open, clear channel. I want to be an open vessel of the Holy Spirit to bring through the most love, to show and to help the most people in certain categories that have been placed in my heart. That's what I want to do. Watch, because you will become the person. And this is a key. This is huge. If I had a highlighter, I'd be highlighting this phrase over and over and over with glitter and stars and neon flash. When you become the person that can handle the wealth, you will have it. So to the degree, and it's not like who we are is dependent on what we do. Don't misunderstand me. We are sovereign, divine beings. We have fractals of God in us. We exude love. We exude the power that has come straight through our DNA, straight through from God. And as we step into that power, it will transform us from the inside out. How to better serve, and you will see, I promise, the money will show up without having to have a plan, without having to be budgeted necessarily, right? As we're dreaming and you follow the promptings from the Spirit for you. I'm repeating how I have been handling this. We're each one on different journeys, and I'm just encouraging you, tap into your true source. God is inside you. I'd be talking to that. I'd be talking to God all day long in my thoughts. Thank you for this. Thank you for this. Every little small thing that I want more of. Every time I have feelings of love for someone, I want more of it. When people are appreciative to me, when people reach out, and I want more of that. I'm so grateful. Gratitude will draw more. It will feed what you want to grow. Correct? You're right with me. Okay. You guys, this has been great. I'm gonna stop this recording and come back. I mean, these are hot off the press. I'm just saying. There is so much to come through, and it is just like a bubbling pot. It's just like it's waiting to hit the airwaves. It's waiting to hit your awareness so that you can transform, you can feel it, and you can thrive. Okay? Love you all. Have a great rest of your day.